Hi everybody, it's me. Yep, and my very first reaction video, and I've chosen Goose Pimples, one of my very favourites, and they've given me permission to use some of their content and their videos. So without further ado, let's get into it.
One of the most mundanely spooky things in the world is the space that lurks between our cupboards and walls. You never know what could be hiding there. Well, it's usually just a mixture of dust bunnies and sheer paranoia for most. This kid realised he wasn't so lucky when he recorded this scary video in his bedroom.
Oh well. Mm. Uh,
That looks like a mass of long, black hair.
mm.
Unless he's house sharing with Samara from The Ring, there's something bizarre going on here. We don't get a good look behind the cupboard,
Could be a wig.
even when he pulls it away from the wall. But it's pretty clear that there was nowhere near enough space for a head to fit in that tiny gap. Did he
No.
just accidentally manage to capture one of the best pieces of footage featuring ghostly apparitions on camera?
Possible.
Or could this be a well-edited, spooky-wooky video? Either way, I bet you would have jumped out of your skin if you caught that too. Found a creepy video you'd like us to feature? Send us the link on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GoosePimplesYT. Also, if you enjoy scary videos like this, subscribe and click the bell icon to get a notification every time we upload a new one.
Go for it.
Number 9. Peeping Tom. Leon Rito can't seem to catch a break in his own house. After a while of living there in relative peace, someone, or something, began tormenting him. Whether chill time is being rudely interrupted, or his doors are swinging open and closed by themselves. It got too much that he began recording every time something happened. And boy, did he capture some hair-raising footage. Take a look.
Increíblemente no son las 3 de la mañana, 1:15 pasada, y sentí que alguien me observaba mientras dormía y me desperté. No sé si realmente era una parálisis o algo de eso o era real. Eh, no sé. El muñeco ahí, la concha de su madre. Carajo, están cayendo las cosas. Se prende la tele sola. Tengo el control ahí. Tengo el control ahí de la tele. Está moviendo cosas del estante. Se acaba de mover esa botella de ahí. Hijo de... Me acaban de dar un golpe fuertísimo. Y se metieron ahí en el baño. Me dieron un golpe fuertísimo en la espalda. Puta, no me deja entrar. Viene a grabar desde afuera.
Open the
Estoy
curtain.
grabando porque me dicen siempre que hay alguien escondido y no hay nadie.
Open the curtain.
No hay nadie acá.
Looks like it was spectral shower time in the Rito household. The items flying off the shelves could be explained using a few of the classic methods, like fishing wire or mechanisms. But we can't spot any glimmers of any of that. And the hands? Petrifying. Can't know for sure if the door was actually locked or if he was just pretending to give someone a chance to get in, rake their hands down the window, and run back out again.
That is
But
possible.
this isn't the only paranormal activity he has managed to record.
Hace días que vengo escuchando ruidos acá. Ya no sé cómo... Se cayó de acá un botín. Ya igual no, a estas alturas. Miedo ya no tengo. Mucho eso. El coche yo no lo dejo ahí aparte. Siempre aparece el coche en cualquier lado. Ya no sé qué. Hijo de puta.
Okay.
Benji, vení acá. Vení, Benji, acá. Se me desvanecen las piernas ya. Ya no sé cómo vivir. Benjamín, vení conmigo. No te vayas, vení. Quédate acá. Quédate acá. Deja de ladrar, quédate acá. ¿A dónde estás mirando, Benjamín? Vení acá, Benjamín. Vení acá. Andate.
I'm not convinced.
Again, we can't be sure there isn't any trickery behind these videos as it's very dark. The picture quality is a bit murky, and the ghostly face did look a bit like a Halloween mask. But let's look at another video of the window ghost and see if we can pick up on anything else.
Why would you record yourself sleeping?
Not sure why he's recording himself sleeping, but that aside, one thing we can see from all the videos so far is that they tend to follow the same formula. Some stuff is thrown onto the ground, and an entity shows itself from behind his windows, which is strange because poltergeists don't normally show themselves every single time they're filmed. And why is it always in the room
That's
next to him?
sound that can go around
The activity happens in the same room he's in, but the entity will only ever be seen from a distance. The next video is the only deviation.
De vuelta se escuchan los ruidos en la... Ahí sí está. Sí. Ya no sé qué hacer. Alguien que me diga qué
There
hacer.
goes back there. Too
¿Cómo querés
loud.
que te ayude? Ya
Too
no sé
loud,
qué hacer. ¿Cómo
Martin.
querés que te ayude?
That's done it for me. Fake.
Yo ya no sé qué hacer.
Fake.
Ya no sé cómo vivir con esto.
Fake. I'd be asking what the hell he's doing in my bathroom at that time of the morning. How
Están
did he get
escuchando
in?
susurros. Esto nunca había escuchado. Voy a acercarme para... ¡Concha! ¿Quién sos? ¡Déjame tranquilo! ¡Ya no sé qué hacer! Ya no sé qué hacer. No sé qué hacer. Ya no sé qué hacer. Ya no me dejan tranquilo. Déjame tranquilo. No te hago nada, déjame tranquilo. Se están escuchando pasos de adentro. Me voy a acercar para que se escuche. Me duele el corazón ya. Dame una señal. No sé qué hacer. Puedo... Voy a entrar. No sé si entrar, no sé, ya no sé. ¿Quién sos? Salí de ahí. ¿Quién sos? ¿Quién sos?
You're just giving him time to walk around, Goose, get out of the
¿Quién
bathroom.
sos? ¿Dónde estás?
I'm not convinced on this one. I mean, where's the bathroom window? No, the environment's got somebody up against the bathroom window. Where is the window?
Vení para acá, Benjamín. ¿Quién sos? ¿Quién sos? La concha de su madre. ¿Quién sos? ¿Quién sos? ¿Quién sos? ¿Quién sos?
Couldn't spot any jump cuts, so no idea how the bathroom door handle was shaking like that unless someone was doing some fancy footwork to stay out of the camera's way.
No sé si entrar, ya no sé.
What was around him when he was just staring at
And
the
while we
shower?
see the entity not from a behind window this time, it's still far away from him, which begs the question, why did neither of them approach each other? Surely, if there was a ghost ballsy enough to do all of that, they would be more than happy to run up on you, right? And why was this the only time the entity was a few unblocked feet away from him? The only time he didn't run right up to it?
La concha de su madre. ¿Quién sos?
Something smells very fishy here. But what do you think?
Fake.
Sure, these videos are terrifying, but are they real? Let us know your thoughts.
That one's not.
Number
Sorry.
8. The doorway. Kids and animals are known for scoping out all things spooky that adults are otherwise blind to, which is why this woman was so scared when her daughter started pointing to the bedroom door.
Blakey, you okay? Do you want me to go open the door? Why? No? Okay. Okay, I'm honestly freaking the fuck out and I don't know what to do. Just a couple minutes ago, I got up and I closed my door because she kept pointing to my room saying, "Mommy, mommy, someone's over there." And she was terrified. She was terrified. Of course, freaking me out. So I went over there and she just said, "No, mommy, come here, mommy, sit it, mommy, don't go over there." And so I called the dog and I closed the motherfucking door. And as you can see, dude, she's still terrified. She's still terrified. She doesn't want me going over there. She doesn't want me open the door. Dude, I'm terrified.
As the days went on, more creepy stuff started to happen in the house, leading to one hell of a sleepless night.
I slept like absolute shit. Let's talk about why. Well, my husband was flying all the way back to Washington to pick up my oldest, so I was home alone with the baby and the dogs. Anybody else have one of them shark vacuums? You know, them robot vacuums? Like that? Well, right around 3:30 in the morning, it decided to randomly turn on out of nowhere. I was so scared I sat there frozen in bed with both the dogs growling at it. It ran for about 30 seconds, then stopped. I didn't go back to sleep. I was
Scared enough to make
terrified.
you laugh.
To get the more logical argument out of the way, like any piece of technology, a robot vacuum is vulnerable to firmware or software glitches. If you look it up, thousands of people have had the same problem, but pairing the phantom vacuum with the existing tension in the house, no wonder she was tossing and turning all night, especially when the dogs started getting involved. If you have a dog, you know that sometimes even the smallest thing can set them off. That towel hanging off the back of the chair might have been enough to freak him out. However, as ambiguous as the clip was, it doesn't take away from the strange things her daughter claims to see in the bedroom.
Okay, I'm honestly freaking the out and I don't know what to do.
Racking her brain for some kind of explanation, her mum got up and opened the door just to see what would happen. And it went about as expected.
Blakey, Mommy's gonna go open the door, okay? I'll be right back. It's okay. I'll be right back. And now she's hiding her face. It's okay, baby. Okay, 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 okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, tell me I'm not. What do I do?
We don't see or hear anything solidly spiritual in any of these videos. It's mainly anecdotal and circumstantial evidence. But children are pretty difficult to wrangle for videos, so something must have upset her to be so distraught. What was it? Maybe something scared her in that room a while ago and she is still plagued by it. Or perhaps it's her childhood imagination running wild and seeing things. Or maybe, just maybe, there's a poltergeist haunting her home. Number 7. Short shorts. Usually when somebody claims to have caught footage of a spirit touching them, it doesn't work too well as paranormal evidence, as you're relying totally on that person telling the truth and not mistaking something innocent brushing up against them as something ghostly. But that consensus didn't stop Truth Paranormal, as he was able to catch evidence of being touched that we are struggling to debunk.
I caught that. Turns on a short-legged important.
We'll show you a zoomed in, slowed down version just in case you didn't catch it.
Even the daughter saw it.
What business this ghost had pulling his shorts down, we don't know, and probably don't want to know either. He didn't shift his legs or his torso at all before they were pulled, so it couldn't be why the shorts moved. If there were some kind of strings attached to the shorts, we would have seen some sort of bunching from where it was tied to the fabric, and the shorts looked like slimmer fitting ones, so they didn't just drop from excess fabric or anything. So, what the hell happened here? The guy behind the channel is a haunted item collector with a soft spot for creepy dolls, which might be an explanation. But what do you think? Any ideas as to what happened here? Or is this a handsy ghost? Number 6. Old folks. Do you remember some of the old nicknames family members used to call you? Most people hold on to them and
Yeah,
remember them with
Mum's
love,
been
and this
my
woman
old
is no
my
exception. While recording a video talking to her daughter about her grandma, she heard her old nickname once more, except this time it wasn't from her grandma.
Oh. Was she did you grandma almost couldn't walk?
She was old. She could walk, but she was old. Okay?
Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
At first glance, you might be asking what is even paranormal about this video, but if you look in the comments, she explains that she had never told her daughter what her old nickname was and that her grandma was the only one to use it.
"Hi, Jamila."
What?
And when her daughter was talking about her great-grandma, she kept glancing at the ceiling, as if she could see something. Well, we can't be sure of this clip's authenticity, for all we know she could have told her daughter to say anything under the sun for a few views on Facebook. But would she do that? What do you think? Number 5. Phantom of the Walkway. While checking the CCTV one night, something caught the security guard's eye. Thinking it was a person possibly trespassing, he got ready to go out there and give them help, until he looked back and realized it might not have been a person at all.
Появляется какая-то тень,
Who's down here?
силуэт, вернее, человека,
Right there.
полупрозрачный,
Oh,
и
huh?
исчезает.
He disappeared.
Как вот в замедленном действии. Посмотрим.
He was back here somewhere.
Она
He
появляется.
disappeared. Oh, is that? Right there. There is. Right there.
И исчезает.
How did the figure just vanish?
Disappeared
Cameras
again.
are funny things, and sometimes, contrary to popular depiction, pictures can lie. So there's a chance this was a shadow that glitched out because of the night vision. But what do you think? Number 4. Grandma's Curse. Grandma's house tends to be a place that represents warmth and comfort. You usually leave with a full belly and a £20 note in your pocket. But for this person, their grandma's house represented fear and a need to always bring their spare brown pants. In their grandma's house, there was a chest of drawers, which came with strict instructions. Never open the top drawer, which they abided by, until tragedy struck when their grandfather decided to take his last breath. The night before the funeral, they heard a strange noise coming from the drawer room downstairs and went to check it out, which is where they saw their grandma inside flicking through an old photo album, and the door that should never be opened was open. She placed the album behind the door and smiled, a smile they would not be able to get out of their head. They were itching to know what was inside the photo album and in the drawer, so they sneaked a peek when their grandma wasn't around, which is when they saw a myriad of creepy dolls and the photo album with images of their grandmother when she was young. These images immediately made them feel sick to the point where they had to pay a visit to their local hospital, unable to bring a high, feverish temperature down. They avoided their grandma after this, but when she passed, they called upon the guys over on the 4th wall to go check out the house and dispose of the album, which they did, not before having a nose through though, and what they saw made their blood run cold.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I do appreciate a lot better. Huh? Oh.
He dropped the camera to the floor and quickly left the house, claiming he felt the album was dangerous. But if you look at the door behind him just before he leaves, he had company.
Oh. Oh. I'm going to
The figure of a man on the floor with his head bowed, lurking behind him this whole time. Maguro was sent to pick up the pieces, and the thing that sent the first shiver down his spine was the fact that the album was still on the floor, even when Kaneko said he put it back where he had found it. Maguro also found something else wrong with the forbidden chest door. A doll was missing, which he then found inside a baby carriage outside the front door, but he never
I'm
expected
getting
the chilling
invaded.
discovery he was about to make.
Star. Here we go. Is that some human hair? Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Someone has used this doll to make some kind of Asian version of a voodoo doll. It's been pierced repeatedly with what looks like a needle.
I
And
see
pairing
them.
that with the strange, ritualistic photos in the album, was Grandma involved in something cursed beyond our comprehension? Is that why she was smiling looking at the album before her husband's funeral? Maybe because she cursed it. Was that figure behind the door Grandpa's spirit? Either way, we probably won't be going for a Sunday dinner around this grandma's house anytime soon.
No.
Number 3. Prepare for takeoff. The security guard was expecting it to be the same as any other shift when he was skimming through the cameras, until he saw this flying past the screen. The
The hell
circular
was that?
shape and blinding lights tend to point to one answer, that the aliens were making a quick getaway. But if we try to apply a more logical explanation, could it have been a drone? Possibly, but surely we would have seen a more defined shape or seen the propeller spinning, which we didn't. Still, that doesn't mean we can eliminate the possibility that this was either some sort of huge orb or a UFO. What do you think though? Let us know in the comments.
Getting invaded.
Number 1. Outback. Have you ever seen something that made you do a genuine double take? If not, strap in, because this clip might make you look back so quick you give yourself whiplash.
Another cat bombarded. 3 more, and that's full house. Huh? Oh, sorry, I'd be right there, Mindy. Yeah, just there's something behind the car.
In the trees just behind the car, a figure appears to stroll along, crouch down, and completely vanish from sight. Some commenters believe it's some kind of bird, but when you look closely, it resembles a humanoid figure with pale skin. Ryan seemed to look over in that direction quite a lot while circling the car. Whether that's because he saw someone he recognized, or something he did not, no idea. But the spookiest thing about this video is the audio. Listen to the birds in the background before and while the figure appears. Birds will quiet down when initially scared, and even the loudest rooster started making no noise at all when the figure began its walk through the trees. So what could this have been? A creepy stalker? A weird looking bird? A cryptid? Who knows? Here's a playlist full of creepy stuff caught on camera for you to enjoy. Don't forget to bump the like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon to avoid missing our weekly spook
Rocket Run
feast.
video.
Thanks for watching. Stay in the dark.
And if you absolutely enjoyed that, come back for another reaction video. You can leave comments down below as to who you think you might want to react to, or you might want me to react to, and I will get on with it. But if you like this, then don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, get your notifications each time I upload.
Proud of his
I'll
creation,
speak to
this
you
software
later.
engineer